Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Free to Play Fish with me, your host, yours truly, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. Today we're going to be playing the Boros Strength in Numbers starter deck. And now I know with the amount of Boros decks you've been seeing around, you're probably wondering why this is a little slow. There's two Boros decks right now. One of them is more so a mono white weenies deck splashing red. It plays a ton of one drops, whereas you see this curve, we have like 2s, 3s, and 4s, and we have like, non-creature spells this build is a little bit all over, but we'll try to fine tune that after the first couple of games. Obviously, the spell that I really like in this deck, though, is Heroic Reinforcements and Make a Stand. Make a Stand will definitely help us survive board wipes like Ritual of Soot and Cleansing Nova. I'm really happy to see the Boros Weenies deck starting to play a few of these in their sideboard. But this isn't the only Boros list. This is one of two, because there's the Angels list. The Angels list is a mid-range deck that tries to curve from either Knight of Grace or Adanto Vanguard into History of Benalia or a Resplendent Angel. And with Benalia, of course, if you chain back-to-back Benalias, that's absurd. But the Angel package is also very good, going in from Resplendent into Shalaya or Aurelia into Lyra. That's usually good enough. We'll see what our collection allows us to build. But without holding you up any longer, I'll see you all in the arena. Nuts, let's battle. All right, so we're going to we're going to play 3 games. And then after our 3 games, we're going to modify the deck to our liking. And maybe our collection will allow... I remember we had a good amount of 1-drops in our collection. We might even have... But we also have some Angels. They're not as good, though. We don't have Lyra. I don't think we can do the Angel package without Lyra. Alright, so we have Stone Quarry. Watery Grave. Nice land, opponent. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think I have an idea of what's going on here. Huh. Rat colony. What could that ever be? What are the chances they might have another rat colony? Very likely, so it seems. We'll play the quarry here. I'm just going to try to gum up the board. So let's just play the other 2-1. I know this, we waste a pump effect here, but I'd rather keep the life gain from that Leonin Vanguard. We can probably punch with this. If we punch with this, we start getting some damage in. I don't mind taking 4. We could trade 4. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and use the boost of damage from Cavalry Drillmaster. Even if they play another rat, yeah, we take 4 from 1, but that would require them to trade 1. And I don't know if that's something they want to do. If they do, that's great. Cool. So now I'm going to play this. I'm going to try to get in there with just... So I think what they're going to do is they're going to play the 2-mana legendary, the blue legendary, and try to make it unblockable. So they would need 4 mana to do that. They would need 4 mana to play Rat plus Tetsuko, I think is the name of the blue legendary. So right now that has to be Island or another land plus Tetsuko or whatever. Huh. Let's see if we can wither down their forces. Come on, block. Block? Please block. Hello, hi, yes, please block. Alright, I gotta pick off one of these. They're starting to get a little relentless there. Alright, sweet. Off to a 1-0 start. Beating Rats Pej Pair. Welcome, buddy. I think I butchered your name, but it's fine. Yeah, I'll keep. We just gotta draw a 3rd land. Once we draw a 3rd land, our entire, our hand is mostly active, except for Hieromancer's Cage. Let's bluff the mountain to show him that we're red deck. Hey, who knows? Maybe we get a free concession. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna go Instigator. And then after that, we'll play Quarry if we don't get a third land untapped, and then go Drill Master. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a big one. Alright, so let's go ahead and send in this little friendly token. And if they'd like to block, they can. They probably won't, because Pridemate's pretty good. Good news is that eventually... Oh, no. Okay. Hey! I kind of want to get rid of that. Get in from some more smorking. But at the same time, nah. It's cool. We'll deal with that next turn. We'll deal with that next turn. Right now, let's just send the 2-1 in. 2-1 should be enough. The Kinjali Sunwing is a surprisingly sweet card. I've had a very fun time with this card. It does work. It seriously does some work. Well, now aren't we in a pickle? That can block Kinjali. I'm gonna just play this. I'm gonna attack with the Drill Master and the Sunwing. Oh, that was so bad. And there went our removal. That was so bad. Oh, man. We completely whiffed on that. We didn't get a single target. That was really bad. Okay. It's fine with me. See if I can find something before. Oh, at least I hit something. Whew. At least I hit something. Alright, so now we go face with all of these. Wow, they traded off the Pridemate. I mean, I guess they have to, right? We went ridiculously wide here. Take vengeance. No! I wanted my Sunwing. Alright, so I think that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's lethal. Nice! Got there. Alright, 2-0. And who said we didn't have the aggression? Rostamoose, let's go. I'm actually really enjoying this update, by the way. Arena just updated itself, and the game is running way smoother, way faster. I'm a huge fan of it right now. Easier to browse our collection, so I'm excited because after this match, we're going to go ahead and go to the deck mod, which will definitely require us to lurk around our collection. I mean, this is not aggressive at all, but I don't think we can go down to 5. I don't think we can go down to 5. Plus, look at that. Perfect mana. Perfect mana. We have both red and white. Really would like some more. Like, I don't think I want a 1-drop. I'd rather just get more lands at this point. 2-drop's cool, I guess. We'll go ahead and play Instigator into Drill Master. I'm assuming this is Merfolk. Glub, 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 glub. So I'm gonna try, like, okay, maybe we can, this deck goes pretty wide pretty quick, but if we can, like, work our way up to 5 mana, get, like, a ton of these and a Siege Master, we can probably set up a turn where Trumpet Blast can kill him. Only concern is sleep. Don't like sleep. Let me guess, Merfolk. Yep. Alright. Go ahead and play the Instigator. No blocks. No blocks on the River Sneak. I'll take the damage. On me. That's on me, Rostamoose. That's on me, buddy. That's on me. By choice. Totally not by design of River Sneak. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Huh. One would say we're in a little bit of a pickle. Actually, I'm very sure we're in a pickle. Because we got to hit a 3rd land and a 4th land until we can deal with this. That means that's 2 turns of them using Deeproot Elite. Just kidding. That's 3 turns of them using Deeproot Elite. So, I'm going to just send this token in and pretend like everything's fine. No way. Are you going to block it? Please block it. Huh? No way. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, man, the first strike coming through. Opponent, thank you. Oh, opponent, no thank you. Everything was going so just dandy. You know, even though we missed a land, you know, we could come back. Now I don't feel as great. Now I feel significantly worse. They're one merfolk away from being able to pump the whole team with Kamena. And that is not ideal for me because I have a bunch of tiny creatures. Okay, so we really just need to hit double land here. Double land is like our out. Or a lightning strike to at least stop the nonsense that is the Deeproot Elite. Because that card is getting mighty swole, mighty quick. River Sneak at this point, yeah, we're probably going to die to that still, but we need to get rid of Deeproot and then Kamena. But, oh man, we need lands too. This is gonna be a pickle. No blocks? You got it? I will block with my face. Alright. I will continue to do nothing. I don't want to say it's over, but it's not looking good for the hometown hero right now, everyone. They're about to have a Deeproot Elite run wild on us, go Hulkamania on us. It's going to be ridiculous. And then we have Kamena sitting back there, who's also unblockable, along with River Sneak. I mean, of course, you just tap the Jade Bearer, Kamena punches in, or you just swing with River Sneak and just continue to draw cards. Wait, if he blocks with all, that's good news. I mean, if I get to block... Okay, you know what? I'll do a one-sided board wipe. I'll do a board wipe here. At this point, we're so out of the game that we have to like try to take our shot here. Even if that means possibly getting blown out by River's Boon or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I got to get rid of Kamena somehow, right? Okay, so I think our opponent doesn't know how the unblockable part works if we move to blocks. So I think this is also going to be a newer player, which is totally fine. All right. We still aren't even out of the woods yet because we still have to deal with these two merfolk right here. We'll wait until their turn. Okay. Does that first strike? Nope. Nope. I guess we're blocking the Deeproot Elite, or I mean the Jade Bearer with Cavalry Drill Master. We gotta kill the Deeproot. For now, we just gotta hope that they don't have a way to kill us with River Sneak. Not yet, at least. That must be like Dive Down or the 3/3 that can like give hexproof. Oh, finally! All right. I can't tap out because tapping out will then allow my opponent to just protect their to get their Deeproot Elite at 4 health. And once he gets to 4 health, that's no bueno. Alright. So we'll kill this. We're going to kill this so they don't get the 1/1 counter. We'll be able to block Jade Bearer. Land number 4 here means that we could potentially come back. Land number 4 means we could potentially come back for sure. Because all we got to do is we just got to eat that. That's a 3-turn clock. We can always block that. They can pop. They're going to pop that to look for something. Hopefully they don't find anything good. I don't know what they would find, though. That wouldn't be good. Like, they'd probably find a Mistbinder. The deck, I think, has like 3 to start out with. Oh, Pioneer. That's really good. Yeah. Opponent, please. No. Don't kill me. Swing with the Jade Bearer. That's good news. Swing with the Jade Bearer is definitely good news for us. Nope. Yes. Oh, yeah. Here we go. That's what I want to see. All right, land number 4, or we lose. Okay, we lose. GG, opponent. Man, we really just needed a land there. I think we could have come back. I mean, yeah, we take 1. Then we have to play the other. Then we could play what? We could play. We would hypothetically just do the cage on the Herald after that. Unfortunate. All right. I'll just play this and pass. Or I think I have a quest for white creatures. I should have probably just played the Bugler then. Gotten a little bit more value out of this. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean, I don't think we were going to win even if we drew the 4th land for sure. It wasn't like, haha, got him. 4th land. He's over. He's done. But I do think that we had a better chance of getting back into the game. So 2-1 going into halftime here before going into our deck mod. So I'll see you in the deck mod. Welcome to the deck tech, everybody. So, or the deck mod at least segment, where at this point, this is where I show you a modified list of what I did, and I changed some of the numbers of what was already in the main deck, as you could tell. So I dropped a few cards that we didn't need, like the 2-mana Knight that was in here, the Cavalry Drillmaster, though it was nice to give a creature first strike in the temporary boost. I'd rather just play more 1-drops, so like Hazda Marshal, Healer's Hawk. As I told you, I try to, like, we don't have enough to go with the Angel package, so I'm kind of just doing the low to the ground thing and go as wide as we can and then try to win with like a Trumpet Blast or maybe like a Make a Stand. It's just a simple Anthem effect. So yeah, we have Hazda Marshal, which I added, Healer's Hawk, and then we added 2 Adanto Vanguards. We added Sunhome Stalwart because it's a 2-mana 2/2 with First Strike and Mentor, which can be really nice and pair well with our Instigator and its token, along with Leonin Vanguard if it's on 1 into Stalwart on 2. Of course, there's Healer's Hawk and Hazda Marshal, and we added a Boros Challenger because we had a single copy of that. And why not add this History Benalia? Card's pretty good. May as well play it. And then we have we kept the Sunwing. We kept all these cards. We kept that. We switched out the cages for the Conclave Tribunals. The Conclave Tribunals were way better than the cage because this is flexible on cost. You could, like, example, in that last match that you watched me play against Merfolk, had I had a 4th land, I would be able to exile their 3/3. But since I didn't have the 4th land, I got mana screwed. I was not able to, so this will make it so that you can use our creatures to convoke. I added a 2nd Leonin War Leader because this card just needs to be answered because once it attacks, you start getting a ton of tokens. Add Shalai so our creatures can survive spot removal, and so that we don't get Settle the Wreckaged, because Settle the Wreckage and Sleep both target a player, and with how much Merfolk there is running around, you definitely don't, like Hexproof gives pretty much us protection from anything that would target us and our creatures. And then I added a Rekindling Phoenix because why not? It's a good 4-drop that is a hard to deal with threat. It requires an exile effect. So if not, it usually requires a 2-for-1. And then Heroic Reinforcements we kept in, and then we're gonna top out at Siege Gang Commander. We also dropped 1 land because I don't think we need 24. We're gonna try 23 here. See how that works. Without holding up any longer, let's see how the updates do. I'll see you back in the arena. We have a 2 and a 4 and a 4. Oddly enough, I kind of want to try this. Even though I know, no, we play a ton of 1-drops. We should mulligan. Oh, it's fine. I'll keep this. I'll keep this. My hand clicked before I could decide, and it seems that my hand wanted to mulligan anyways. Except the only thing here is our hand is a little bit weaker than the last one. Alright. Come on. We just gotta hope. We gotta push for some threats here. The smooth curve of 2-drop into 5-drop. Nothing like it. Nothing beats that curve. I'm gonna attack first. Alright. Also, in the update now, when things get exiled, they go spinning off into the distance. It's actually really funny to watch. Uh-oh. Why are you looking at my board? Don't look at my board. Don't look at me. I've got nothing for you here, buddy. I've got nothing for you here. Stop. No! Ah, nice. Land number 6. Ooh, boy. Okay, Siege Gang time. Siege Gang time. We smoothly get to Siege Gang. We could even play Sun's Avatar at this point. Hey, that's a really rough card to beat. We're going to play some of these Gobos. So then this way, the turn after, we can just fling one of these goblins at a Gutter Snipe. And that way we don't have to deal with getting shot for like 100 with this card. Oh, no. Wow. Wow. Didn't play around the Cosmotronic Wave. Oh. And another land to smooth out the draws. Alright, well, I guess I'm attacking. I don't think they'll attack. I could possibly kill this so that they don't get to get the 2 damage bonus from casting a spell, but man, that Cosmotronic Wave really got me there. Was not playing around Cosmotronic Wave. Who are you targeting? And alright. So we're gonna take 6 this turn, unfortunately. See if we can get this indestructible. Nice. Cool. That happens. This lives. At least now... Oh, no. Not another Gutter Snipe. And not another land. I thought we went down a land. Alright. Alright. Well, the Asian Realtor has arrived. You need lands? You need real estate? I got you. I'm gonna interest my opponent maybe in a mountain, which looks like it's from Cons, because that kind of looks like Nomadic Post. Oh, I almost want to just let this go. Yeah, we're just gonna let this go, because we're not going down to 4 and then going down to 2 so they can cast another spell. Oh, Pinchy, save me, Pinchy, save me. A Boros Challenger, nice. Okay. So we're at 4, pretty much. 4, 7. We don't need to play that land yet. I don't think we're going to need to pump twice. I don't even know if we're going to live long enough to pump twice. Well, at least that's a shaman and not a wizard. Which I never understood why, because Gutter Snipe should totally be a wizard. But I guess it can be a shaman. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not looking good for us. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We can we can play Zetalpa. We should have just brought in Zetalpa. Oh yeah, that's game. That's game. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they won't attack. We'll play to our outs. Okay, they saw the line, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, they saw the line. Saw the line. I will block the Gutter Snipe because I respect Gutter Snipe. Actually, yeah, no, I respect Gutter Snipe. I'll lose to the Gitu. Alright, so we're 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Unfortunate, got a little flooded, but it's okay. We'll balance that out next game, hopefully. Sagen? Either way, good luck, have fun, opponent. Let's keep piling on the wins so we can just get that positive win record. On the draw, we have a 1-drop and 2 4s. I'm gonna mulligan that. Well, at least we get a scry. All right, we have double 2-drops. This I can get down with. We'll play this Stone Quarry, and then we're gonna play the Plains after, and then I'm gonna go. I think I want to go Instigator. Oh yeah, plus Instigator allows me to just like chump this. Because we all know Boros Challenger is just going to eat a burn spell as soon as we play Boros Challenger. Oh, please. Electrostatic field. That's going to be hard for us to get through. Let me think. If they play Chain Whirls with Squirrels, that's going to be brutal on us. So I doubt they do, but it's just attack, right? I mean, they can block one with the wall. If they trade the other, that's fine. Alright, so we hit him for 1. Forcing him to use a burn spell on this Boros Challenger. If not, next turn's going to be a lot of fun. Come on. Okay, alright. So this looks like it's the blue-red starter deck. I do like this artwork for Sift, by the way. That's pretty sweet. Yes, it is our turn. I am interested in the situation. Like, okay, we could play this and get maximum greed. Yeah, let's do this. Let's just go ahead and attack. Right, then we trigger Mentor. I don't know why I played that first, because I gotta like threaten that we pumped it, but we'll do this in case they have a bounce. Well, I guess they can kill this. All right, come on, buddy. All right, sweet. So we're gonna blow up the electrostatic field and get one more damage through. Next turn, we can play heroic reinforcements. Unless, you know, they counter it. Oh, erratic Cyclops. Okay. Or actually, the spell's converted mana cost. That's very interesting. That is a 0/8 with trample. Oh. I'm going to play this. Go ahead and punch through. Just keep smorking and borking. I wanted to wait for the eventual, none of these have lifelink. Alright, so I guess we'll just go with that one. Sure, why not? None of these have lifelink. So Erratic Cyclops is pretty swole right now. Okay. We can pump this next turn. I mean, pump it with Make a Stand, that is. That's 3, 6, 7. I mean, that's 3, 6, 8, 10. Probably block one of these. Like, we have a bunch of 2s here. Okay, yeah. I think we got it. I mean, let's see what they draw here. If they play, like, Fiery Cannonade, then that's going to be Sad Dad 2018, but we don't want to do that. Oh, what are you naming? What are you naming? No. All my soldiers. Brutal. That is so brutal. That is super brutal. Okay. Go to attacks. Play this. Play this. This way, if they pump this to some ridiculous strength, we can block with Martyr of the Dusk, and then we'll get a token back. Uh-oh. That's a big Drake. All right. One land. Okay, one land means we can do this. We can play Hazda Marshal. 3, 4. This pumps it by 1, so they double block it and we're in trouble. So let's just do this first. Nah, no need to do anything outside of that. We can just hold this up now. We have Shalai to protect our little friends here. They have to deal with Shalai herself. We can... That's 3, 6 mana. Well, I mean 6 depending on whether or not they cast an instant or sorcery. How big will Erratic Cyclops get? That is my concern, because this thing has trample. Oh, man. Oh, boy. A Cyclops Shaman, by the way. Okay, Erratic Cyclops is going to be a little bit of a pickle. Oh. Well, hey, we got it back, at least. Uh-oh. Shock. Oh, no. Alright, so it's a 3/8. Time to play this again. No River's Rebuke, but I think even then if they had it, they probably would have done it last turn. No attackers. We just need to untap and swing with Make a Stand, I think. Because then that'll get blocked by the Drake. We kill off the Drake. That blocks. That blocks. Which one could we, like, pump, though? I want to pump the Hazda Marshal to keep that around. But if we pump the Leonin Vanguard, then... Ooh. Okay. If we pump the Leonin Vanguard, it becomes a 3/3. Okay. Put that there. Create a token. We swing in. See if they block. And what they block. We should be able to win here. Because no matter what they do here, we're going to get 2 creatures through with 2 power. Whee! Alright, nice. Exactsies. Alright. As I said, just got to pile on these wins and we're going to end with a positive record. Mad Dog McG. Good luck. Have fun. Oh, yeah, we're definitely keeping this hand. This hand is beautiful. Alright, we're going to play this. We're going to go into Instigator. And then hopefully turn 3, we could just start attacking with Hazda Marshall here. Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm going to attack first. Nice. We're going to play this. Drop that. And then turn 3, we play Stone Quarry. Stone Quarry will like make it so that turn 4, we could play any of our 4 drops. Please don't have a Chain Whirler, though. That's all I have to ask for. How unfortunate. That is a friendly neighborhood 1/1. That will be blocking my Hazda Marshall. But we do get 1 token from it, and it does have lifelink. Although they get to have a 3/3, which is significantly better. Next turn, though, Leonin War Leader's coming down. Looks like it's mono red. Okay, interesting. Okay, no blocks for me. I mean, that dinosaur has trample. No blocks. Sweet. So we're going to play Leonin War Leader here, as this is a 4/4. Anything with X4, like with 4 toughness, is usually 2 burn spells from the red deck outside of Lava Coil. Phoenix. Oh, that's gross. That's a little gross. Alright, no Chain Whirler, no Chain Whirler, no Chain Whirler, no Chain Whirler. See if we can set up 1 big Alpha Strike here. I wish this had instant. I mean, no, it wouldn't. It's fine. It's only good the way it is now. Because at instant speed, it wouldn't change anything. We wouldn't pump the rest. We wouldn't be able to give a bunch of things haste. Alright, they're going as wide as we are. This is a little bit of a pickle. A little bit of a pickle. We do have a Healer's Hawk to block. Okay. Let's think about this. We could play Healer's Hawk first. Like how... Oh, they're matching us currently? But if we do this, we get to kill off most of their threats, right? I'm going to play Healer's Hawk. Maybe this is greedy. I just got to wait. This is first strike, but that just gets blocked by the 4/4 right there. Gitu Lava Runner. Wow, we are evenly matched. It's 7 on the board. Okay. I mean, at least in numbers, but I'm going to take that damage. Okay. Louise, that's so good too. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we're going to gain some health off that. Put 2 more cat tokens in to attack with. We do lose the Sunhome Stalwart, but I think they only need to block just enough for lethals. I mean, to not die, right? Because, I mean, for the most part. Okay, that seems right. The other Gitu Lava Runner onto the 1/1. And then let me see how much gets through there. 2, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. And then 16. Because I know that Sun or whatever, Healer's Hawk's going to at least make it, unless it gets removed right now by like a lightning strike. But if they had that, I think they would have killed it way sooner. We got to get rid of the Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe is very rude. Okay. So if they... Oh, that's so much brutal. So much brutal. But I think we still got this, because that's 9. That's 4, 9, 11. I block I block there. Not blocking that. That is trample. Healer's Hawk coming in. Best 1/1 ever for 1. Tony. Thank you, Tony. No blocks. So I think we win this. Yep. Yep. Oh, we definitely win this now. Just like drew another one of these. All right, sure. I guess. I mean, like, we had it one way or the other because we had the Trumpet Blast. We also have, like, way more creatures than they have blockers. And then the Trumpet Blast would have definitely pushed through the final damage. But yeah. All right. 4-2. 4-2. Moving into the last round. Telbin is going to be our last boss for the day. Can we push to 5-2? Let's go to 5-2. Bugles. I don't know if I want that. I do like the removal, but I don't like triple 4 drops. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan this. This is better. It's a lot better. Wish we had more white sources. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. That card's pretty sweet. Hopefully, you know, we can draw one on the next turn anyways. Oh, it's always the last round that we play. It's always the last boss that's Merfolk time. Here comes Merfolk Patrol, like aka Fun Patrol, aka Merfolk. Uh-oh. Okay. I think we're gonna get bodied by this. Let's play this on board. This has got first strike. This is first strike, so that can block like Comena Speaker or Silvergill Adept for when they play that, the Mistbinder. Here's to hoping they don't have like a pump effect on the Silvergill Adept. They just attack with that, that's fine. Draw another lander, that'd be really good. Oh, unfortunate. It's okay though. We're not that far behind, I think. So I could wait until they attack, try to get extra cute, and like play some like a lightning strike there. Cause like but then if I wait, that opens me up to things like dive down. Hazda Marshal is great once we get more mana. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to sit back. I'm gonna have to play a little more control-y. And I'm gonna also just have to try to get tricky with my opponent because I am behind now by missing a land drop. I know that by keeping this on top, ooh. I mean, yeah, you got it. Does that go through? Nice. All right, so now we can move to blocks. Block here. This is first strike. Take 3 again. Still need to deal with this one. All right. So at this point now. Yeah, we're pretty far behind now. 2 land drops being missed. Pretty brutal. Yeah. I mean, probably the punish for not pushing the Sunhome Stalwart, but the Sunhome Stalwart plus this hand was just... The upside was there, right? Depending on whether or not they were Merfolk. Merfolk's always the matchup that's going to punish us. Ugh, that's going to get out of control here. What do I do about that? What do I do about that? We could try to go wider. By going wider, we do open ourselves up. We do need some life gain too, though. The 1 life isn't that big a deal. Yeah, we could try to go wider, and by going wider, we could possibly set ourselves up for like a Heroic Reinforcements or a Trumpet Blast turn. Oh my lord. That is such a beefy board there. Just misbinder after misbinder. Uh-oh. Glub, glub, glub. The fishies are doing what fishies do. Maybe if I click on this gargoyle enough times, and this gargoyle, there's like a pattern where I do this, and then I don't know, my opponent is nice enough to not attack. Hidden pattern. Nice. The pattern worked. Let's see. You know, if we play this, they actually can't sleep us. Because sleep targets a player. So as long as we let that sit back, we should be good. Whether or not they have a bounce spell or something like that, that's, you know, going to be real awkward if they do. Oh, yes! I'm going to play these. I guess we just start attacking, right? As long as we kill one of these, we could probably lure out a bad attack from our opponent. So let's try to trick him into a bad attack here. Unless, of course, they have dive down or something like that, but I don't think I'm stopping that anyways. What is that last card in their hand? Interesting. Alright, we have a mountain. Still on the go wide plan. Still on the go wide plan. And until they can deal with Shalai, they can't sleep us. So that's good. Hey, can we come back from this? Is it possible? Uh-oh. Is it possible, is the question. Anything's possible, I guess. As long as you have friendship. Or what is it again? Like, maybe the best top decks were the friends we made along the way. Oh, please, opponent, don't let me. What are you going to do? You're going to counter this out of nowhere? What? Okay. I guess we'll just blow this up. Whatever. I love that the blue line now, when it counters something, it follows it to the graveyard. Or whenever, anything gets exiled, it just goes spinning off into the distance. Wow! Just imagine like these R2 noises. Okay, more lands for the opponent. Good for us. Four, 5, 12, 13. We swing out. We produce 2 more tokens on top of that. They probably send the 3/3s here and here. Yeah, that's fine. I still swing out here. I'll swing out for sure. Put one on the Hazda Marshal. Because we still get 2 tokens we can block. This is fine. We're coming back! Also, our opponent has drawn like 100 lands, so I do feel bad for them in that situation exactly, but... Alright, so Hazda Marshal, and then Stalwart gets blocked, leaving Bugler back. I'm okay with that. Plus, they're at a point where we can just overrun them now. Good old Shalai. Oh, sweet Shalai. Here we go. This is it. This is the turn. Do not draw River's Rebuke. Do not draw River's Rebuke. And I repeat, do not draw River's Rebuke. Oh, yes! 5-2. We finally beat the last boss of Merfolk. And that concludes this week's video of free-to-play Fish. This is where we ended at the end of the day. After we made our deck modifications, we added Hazda Marshals, Healer's Hawk, Boros Challengers, a bunch of just other sweet 2s like Adonto Vanguard and Sunhome Stalwart. These were cards that just help lower our curve so we don't have a bunch of 3s and 4s that just like don't do anything. And on top of that, we added like Sunwing to make it so that any kind of creature-based matchup, all their threats are entering tap, so we can just get our little threats through. And of course, we added a second Leonin War Leader, and like History Benalia is pretty self-explanatory on why that's good. We've been able to kind of make up for the lack of 1-drops with random Trumpet Blast finishes, and we actually got to draw Heroic Reinforcements towards the end of the day there, so that was really sweet. And I think we top it all off with some Siege Gang Commander. I love Make a Stand in the main deck. It helps us deal with any kind of board sweepers that aren't like Golden Demise, like Cleansing Nova, stuff like that. But yeah, moving forward, there's two things you could do with this deck. There's two final forms. You have the first final form, which you can go with the weenie route, and you don't even have to like really like add the red. I just recommend adding the red here because you get to sideboard in things like Frenzy and Banefire, and with how many 1-drops there are, Frenzy just does work here. But if you wanted to, you could just make this mono white. But for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about it at the Boros version. And the main deck is all mono white. We don't really have anything here. It's all about just your 1-drops. You get to play Sky Marchers, Aspirant, Dauntless Bodyguards, Snubhorn Sentries into like, Vanguards. And you just play a bunch of these 1-drops. And then eventually you have your Healer's Hawks too and your Legion's Landings. And usually you'll be able to drop Venerated Loxodon on turn 3. And then you kind of or you could just set up a lethal turn with Banalish Marshal hitting the board. Also, Banalish Marshal makes it so that your threats, like after, let's say, a Venerated Loxodon can't get Golden Demised or something like that. Because you know that there's been an uptick in Dimir control because Golden Demise right now is running rampant because of how many Adanto Vanguards are running around. But there's also a lot of Jeskai. So Adanto Vanguard, still very good against Jeskai. All the burn-based removal. This is if you're looking to be aggressive, once again. This is just for aggression. And you do get to bring in some more lands because the reason why they board lands is because you need to, you do bring in some Ajani's and Experimental Frenzies. So you've added a few more 4-drops in, so that means you're going to need to add a little bit more mana. And of course, Banefire also requires, a lot of mana, so as much mana as you can get with Banefire, the better. And Takali Honor Guard is just going to be the hoser against Golgari decks. And of course, there's Response and Resurgence. Response is pretty good if you're worried about like Lyra, Dawnbringer attacking and stuff like that, because it could deal 5 damage to an attacker or in a blocker, and that can get rid of that annoying 5/5 lifelinker. But this is the one of the final forms. That's why this week's video, its outro is going to be a little longer, because we have this final form and then we have Angels. Angels is the complete opposite. It's going to be way more mid-rangey. The lowest thing on the curve is going to probably be Adanto Vanguards and Takali Honor Guards. We're going to play like 7/2s. The 2-drop creatures, and then everything else is going to be like our Angel package. We've got Resplendent Angel. This deck is all about curving just Resplendent Angel into like either Shalai, Phoenix, or Aurelia. Obviously, having an Angel on turn 4 and 3 is very good, because then when you drop Lyra on turn 5, it's going to be absurd, because that makes it so that all the aggro decks can't deal with how much life you gain back. So Lyra is a huge threat to all aggressive decks here. And sometimes, like if you look at our Angels are mostly legendaries, and we have Adanto Vanguard, which is like, it has the ability to be indestructible. So like Cast Down doesn't hit these. It does hit the Phoenix, but the thing here is the Phoenix does leave a token behind, so they'll have to cast it down and kill it with something else. And of course we have just the chaining of Benalias, which is going to be absurd always. And like that's like the one thing that you're going to have in common between the Weenie deck and this is going to be the Benalias, the Clifftop Retreats, and the Foundries. So luckily though, in this deck you can play a few Guild Gates, because whereas the Weenie deck, you do need to have your mana untapped early. This one is slower, so you can have a few tap lands here and there. And of course you sideboard into a game plan like Dire Fleet Daredevil, which is great because you get to use some of your opponent's spells. Let's say if I play that against a control deck and I'm trying to stick something late game or something like that, then I'll play this, try to eat one of their counter spells, let them know that I'm holding up now, I can counter them back, or they can answer this. Of course, there's also burn decks, so like you have to worry, like you can use their shocks, their lightning strikes as your own removal spell. And Deafening Clarion, pretty straightforward. We need to sweep the board. Also, give your creatures more lifelink if need be. Fight with fire, deal with opposing Lyra's big threats that you couldn't normally deal with out like of shock and stuff like that. Ixalan's Binding is insane right now because a lot of Dimir decks can't deal with that outside of dispersing it back to you. Like if they disperse it and you have something else in hand, you'll probably just throw that away. But most of the time, Ixalan's Binding is kind of tough, really, really tough to deal with, Because, like, if you blank something that they've got multiple of in their hand, like, if you take, I don't know, an Eco Bolas or an Eldritch Reborn, it's like, that gets really rough on them. And then, of course, you have Settle the Wreckage. Immortal Sun, just for all the pesky, annoying, like, Teferi decks and stuff like that. And, like, just Planeswalker-based decks. So, like, Golgari can't use their Vraskas. And Sorcerer's Spyglass, more of the same of, but also you can use that against things like, maybe opposing, like, the Adanto flip land, all those other things. But yeah, so this is a way more mid-range deck, so you can kind of take your pick in which way you want to build it. If you're more of the mid-range plan, this is a lot of fun. I've been playing the Naya version of Angels, and of course, you want the aggressive version, you get the White Weenie or White Weenie Splash Red. And of course, I'll move towards the must-crafts for both these decks in the next segment. So in this segment, I recommend the 4 most important cards that are inside the deck that I would recommend crafting. Of course, as I told you, if you did want to add red, you do want all your mana to be untapped so you can play them early. So I highly recommend, if you want to do the Boros version, it sucks using your wild cards, but you do want a good mana base. And having a good mana base is great, considering that you'll also have access to Sacred Foundries and Clifftop Retreats, which could be more important with the next set coming out. Or if you want to move on and play something like Jeskai, you'll have part of the mana base already there. But just keeping it, I'll treat this as if it's just, you could choose whether or not you want to add the red into it, or you could just stay mono white. So yeah, if you want to, like, I recommend getting a Adanto Vanguard right now, because this card is absurd. It's a 2 mana, what could be a 3/2 when it attacks, because as long as Adanto Vanguard is attacking, it gets +2/+0. Then you could pay 4 life, and Adanto Vanguard gains indestructible until end of turn. So with this, I highly recommend you craft 4, because right now with all the burn-based removal there is, shock, lightning strike, things like that, you can keep this alive by paying 4 life. Blue-red, the Izzet decks do have an issue dealing with this, but sometimes that does mean that they can upgrade their shocks to dealing 4 damage to you, because they'll just target this to make you try to keep it alive. But a good amount of times, this is just hard to deal with. Jeskai also has a hard time dealing with this, outside of, like, Settle, Seal Aways, and stuff like that. So you want 4 of these. Card's absurd right now. So many people are irritated with this. This card is actually why I am playing a lot of Grixis and blue-black, just because I like Golden Demise, I like Moment of Craving. And of course, Banalish Marshal, an Anthem effect for all other creatures you control. You get +1/+1. For 3 mana, you get a 3/3. It's also a knight, so it plays well with History of Benalia. But yeah, it pumps all the other creatures you have. Doesn't even matter what type it is. That is great. I mean, it's just self-explanatory. 3 mana, 3/3 pumps the rest of your team. Can set up lethal turns. Can make your opponent play, like, you know what I mean? Like, they might have to fire off removal earlier. It could pull creatures out of Golden Demise range. Just an overall good card. You want 4 of these, no matter which version, Boros, Mono White, whatever. And then, of course, Venerated Loxodon. This card it looks deceiving, right? It's like, it's a 5-drop. It's a 4/4, but it has Convoke. This is actually, I think, the first creature that rewards you for using creatures to Convoke. Because what happens here is when Venerated Loxodon enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature that convoked it. So you can, on turn 3, let's say you turn 1, drop a 1-drop, turn 2, drop 2 1-drops. There you go. You've got 3 1-drops already. So on turn 3, you can already just play like, you can just tap the 3 1-drops and then tap, like, 2 lands if you need to, or even more if you have another 1-drop in hand. And if you have 5 1-drops somehow, like, let's say turn 3 you drop 2 more 1-drops, then boom, this is just here. Why not? You tap them all down, you take a turn off of aggression to make them all bigger, and on top of that, you get a free 4/4 that doesn't die to Ritual of Soot. But, I mean, it does still mean that the rest of your board is going, but at least this could be the difference between keeping your threats alive from a Golden Demise. So you definitely want 4 of these. And lastly, this gorgeous card, History of Benalia. I mean, you've all already seen it. You know what it does. Chaining these off is just absurd. If you chain these off, you're usually going to win the game. And as I said earlier, History of Benalia pumps all, like, so in the first chapter, you get a 2/2 White Knight with Vigilance. Then the same thing on the second chapter. But on the third chapter, Knights you control get +2/+1. So yes, that means even your Banalish Marshal once again. So that pairs well with this. You want 4 of these, and this also is used in, like, other decks too. Like, you could switch this over to the Angel deck. On top of that, you could also put this in the sideboard of a few Jeskai decks, or if you want to play Jeskai mid-range. So you definitely want 4 of these. Very powerful mythic, and I believe you already get 1 for free in the game. So now that's going to be it for the weenie section. Let's move over to the Angels. And here are the Angel must-crafts. Now, the issue with this deck is it's going to really tax your mythic wild cards, as you can see right now. in order to have the angel package, you know, to even call it red, white angels, you need the angels. And all the angels except for like Shalai are mythic. Now, you technically don't have to play Phoenix, but the whole thing about the deck is you get to play a bunch of sticky, resilient threats that are hard to kill, and usually require either a 2-for-1 or just like the upside of them sticking around is absurd, right? So this on paper is absurdly expensive. This in arena is going to tax your wild cards very much so, but the deck is a lot of fun. I've been playing the Naya version. Up front is going to be Takali Honor Guard, which is creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. So you can shut down Chupacabra. You can shut down all of Golgari's thing, like explore creatures, making Wild Growth Walker not a threat. And the 3 life that they would gain is very important. So this card just completely wrecks them, and they have to rely on Planeswalkers to kill it. And after post board, you bring in Immortal Sun. They just have to use hard removal for sure, like Assassin's Trophy, Vraska's Contempts on this. This card is huge. Any kind of white, any kind of creature deck that has white, I definitely recommend this because Golgari can run away with games just from like exploring into the sun, and then just who knows what happens then, right? So you want 4 of these, somewhere in the 75. And then, of course, up next is Resplendent Angel. Doesn't look like much. 3 mana, 3/3, dies to Lightning Strike, sure. But it's a flying angel. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. Pay 3 generic, 3 white until end of turn. Resplendent Angel gets +2/+2 and gains lifelink. So this means that you can hit them and connect with a Lyra or any of your other angels once you gain 5 or more life, and then play it. Because it doesn't care, it doesn't need to be on the field when you gain the 5 life. Just make sure that you've gained, it just cares that you've gained 5 life this turn. And then you get to just like drop a free 4/4 angel out, and that means this can just, like, this is how angels kind of just overrun you with a ridiculous amount of tokens. Of course, the tokens are a 0 cost, so it is possible that it gets Ritual of Sooted, but, you know, have it or they're dead, right? And of course, 6 mana pumps it up to a 5/5, can gain you life back. So also great in the like red matchup after they've exhausted themselves of all their burn spells. But yeah, card is like really expensive on paper and it's still a mythic. But I think you can get away with 3. You don't need the full 4, but I think 3 is where you want to be at the very least. And of course, Aurelia, Exemplar of Justice. Card's absurd. It comes down, it's a 2/5, so it doesn't die to Lightning Strike, it doesn't die to Lava Coil. So it's guaranteed to usually be, if it's burn-based removal, it's going to be a 2-for-1. On top of that, as soon as it comes down, so it has flying, it has Mentor, and when it at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 target creature you control. Until end of turn, that creature gets +2/+0, gains Trample if it's red, gains Vigilance if it's white. So with this, right when it comes down, it can already pump whatever threat's already on the board, and then on the next turn, you can target itself, as it'll both have Trample and Vigilance, because if you could target, because it is both red and white, and then you just Mentor onto another threat of yours. So this card's really good, but also just like the Resplendent Angel, luckily I think you can get away with having 3 of all the angels. You don't need a full play set. You could definitely just have 3. And what a surprise, the last card that we want to bring is the glue of the angel package. It is Lyra Dawnbringer, flying, first strike, lifelink. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. So now, like, if you curve, you play, like, I'm not even gonna, like the Christmas land curve is like Resplendent into either Shalai or Aurelia, and then turn 5 drop Aurelia. Drop Lyra. That's like Christmas land. That's where you want to be. Card is just, you gain so much life. Usually that when you drop Lyra and you're up against red deck or any kind of aggressive deck, the game is over if you get to connect with like 2 angels and gain like 9 life or something absurd like that. Or 7 life, 8 life, who knows, right? This card is very good and is kind of just what helps the angel package thrive. You can wait, you can play this, and then it has first strike, so you can also trade efficiently. This card is just very good. You want 3 of these. As I said earlier, you don't need a full 4. And with that, that concludes our free-to-play fish video for this day. Thank you so much for coming back and checking it out. As always, it's an honor to have you coming back, supporting the content as I continue to grow. Hopefully you guys will join me. Thank you for being a wonderful part of the community and watching my videos and supporting, commenting, chatting, talking about it, coming in my channel, my Twitch channel, talking about it. It's so nice to meet so many people through Goldfish and also be a part of the Goldfish team. So as always, if you like the content, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. Thank you so much. As always, your host, the Asian Avenger, signing out.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.